My name is Philip, and this is my Develop Personal Game presentation. The experience at the core of the concept is how dreams can affect everyday life and vice versa. The game is set in a 2D top-down view of myself in the house with my parents, and eventually I would fall asleep on a day-to-day basis. In my dreams, I would be in a distorted world based on reality or experience dreams so consecutively that they seem realistic. My game is called Dreamtime, which fitted into the time frame of 3 weeks of development. The concept is a game about sleeping and dreaming and how it can distort everyday life. It is a somewhat abstract autobiographical game. I chose the topic of dreaming because it was relevant to my life currently, as all I do is sleep on the couch on most days. Occasionally I do dream about random things based on my life that sometimes seem surreal or hyper-realistic. The most appropriate game engine is Bitsy, as I created an interactive environment focused on dreaming and waking states. It is a basic and is better for portraying a narrative without being too explicit to my life. In terms of prioritizing, I portrayed myself in a house in a pixelated format with interactable furniture, household appliances, equipment, and my parents as characters. In terms of the audio, I included accompanying music when awake, asleep, or having a nightmare that was arranged on Bitsy Muse UI using songs purchased on iTunes. I used the first personal game concept as it can be easily created on Bitsy with mechanics such as controlling a character, moving through environments, interacting with objects, and using dialogue. Secondary elements involve using games in an interesting way to make stories about life experiences interactive. It is an experience for a broad range of people as dreams are relevant to everyone, as a game is intended to be child-friendly. From my research, I made a game horrific like a nightmare, transition from reality to a dream state, and distort everyday experiences like psychedelics. Through playtesting, players will give feedback and insight into their experiences and possible improvements on my game. I would often coach the playtesters, being my parents, by giving basic controls and directions, but they would figure out the rest. It is a game for anyone who is interested in personal games, dreaming, and everyday life. This can range from older children to adults. To communicate the intended experience, mechanics such as moving through environments as well as interacting with characters and objects were used. Aesthetics such as color choices for specific items in text, music, animations, and transitions were applied, while the narrative is based on dreaming and sleeping on a day-to-day basis, which becomes more realistic at the end.